Have you ever seen a car on the road with 500,000 miles on it and thought, how on earth is that thing still running? Most people think cars are built to last maybe 150,000 or 200,000 miles before they start breaking down. But the truth is, with the right habits, your car can live a much longer, healthier life. I'm talking 500,000 miles or more, without the constant headache of repairs draining your wallet. And here's the kicker, it's not about luck. And it's not only about buying the most expensive luxury car. It's about the way you treat your car every single day. Think of it like your own body. Eat junk, skip the workouts, and ignore your health, and problems show up early. But take care of it consistently, you'll stay strong and active for decades. Cars are the same way. So today, I'm breaking down the 13 key habits that separate cars that die young from those legendary machines that rack up 500,000 miles. Stick around until the end, because I've also got a bonus insider tip that even seasoned drivers often miss. That one habit alone can save you thousands in future repairs. Ready? Let's dive in. Habit 1. Regular oil changes. The lifeblood of your engine. Let's start with the obvious, but also the most overlooked, oil changes. Think of oil as your car's blood. It keeps everything flowing, reduces friction, and prevents your engine from grinding itself to death. Skip oil changes and sludge builds up, starving your engine of proper lubrication. That's when overheating, seizing, or catastrophic failure can happen, usually costing you thousands. Here's the thing. Most people stretch oil changes far beyond the manufacturer's recommendation. They think, what's another 2,000 miles? But every skipped change shaves life off your engine. If you want 500,000 miles, stick to the interval your car manual suggests. For most modern cars, that's 5,000 to 7,500 miles with synthetic oil. Yes, synthetic costs more, but it's like giving your car the cleanest, healthiest diet. In the long run, it's a tiny price to pay compared to a $4,000 engine replacement. Habit 2. Cooling system care. Don't let your engine overheat. Engines hate heat. Overheating is one of the fastest ways to destroy a car before it even hits 100,000 miles. Your cooling system, radiator, coolant, water pump, and thermostat, keeps the temperature in check. Coolant isn't just colored water. It's a chemical mix that prevents rust, lubricates your water pump, and keeps your engine from cooking itself alive. Over time, that fluid loses its properties, and if you don't flush it out, corrosion eats away at your system from the inside. Flushing your coolant every 50,000 miles is a habit most people skip, and that's why you see so many cars dead on the side of the road with steam pouring out of the hood. Replacing a water pump or radiator, that's hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars. Replacing coolant, just a few bucks. You do the math. Habit 3. Transmission TLC, the silent killer. The transmission is like your car's nervous system. It translates your commands into movement. But here's the ugly truth. When transmissions fail, they fail big. Rebuilding or replacing one can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000. Most drivers never even think about transmission fluid until it's too late. But like engine oil, it breaks down over time, collecting dirt and heat damage. If you want your car to see 500,000 miles, check your fluid regularly and replace it every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, depending on your car's specs. It's boring maintenance that nobody brags about, but trust me, ignoring it is a silent killer. Habit 4. Gentle driving. Respect the machine. Here's a habit that costs you nothing but discipline. Drive gently. Hard accelerations, sudden braking, and aggressive cornering all wear your car down faster. Treat your car like a race car every day, and don't be surprised when it dies early. Smooth, steady driving isn't just safer. It preserves your engine, your brakes, your suspension, and your tires. Imagine two identical cars. One driven like a taxi in rush hour traffic with constant slamming, and the other treated with care on open highways. Guess which one will still be running strong at 500,000? Think long term. Every red line rev, every panic stop, every speed bump taken too fast is shaving years off your car's life. Habit 5. Warm up before you go. Engines don't like sudden stress, especially when they're cold. Oil thickens when it sits overnight, and it takes a few minutes of running for it to circulate properly. If you start your car and immediately floor it onto the highway, you're forcing dry metal-on-metal contact in some areas. That's microscopic wear you don't notice today, but will absolutely show up at 200,000, 300,000, or 400,000 miles. So, give your car a minute or two after starting before heavy driving. I'm not saying you need to idle for 15 minutes. That's overkill. Just give it enough time for the oil to do its job. Habit 6. Keep tires properly inflated. Tires aren't just rubber. They're directly tied to your suspension, fuel economy, and safety. Driving on underinflated tires increases rolling resistance, which forces your engine to work harder and burn more fuel. It also stresses your suspension components. On the flip side, overinflated tires wear unevenly and can cause dangerous blowouts. Check your tire pressure monthly and rotate your tires every 5,000 to 8,000 miles. It's such a small thing, but it saves you money, prevents accidents, and reduces strain on your car. Habit 7. Don't ignore strange noises. Your car speaks to you. That squealing brake? It's begging for new pads before you ruin the rotors. That clicking CV joint? It's warning you before your axle fails. That rattling under the hood? Something's loose, and it's only going to get worse. People ignore noises until they become breakdowns. But if you want your car to live past 500,000, listen early and act fast. Fixing a brake pad costs $150. Ignoring it until the rotors warp, that's $600 or more. The math always works against procrastination. Habit 8. Stick to preventive maintenance. Here's the golden rule. Preventive maintenance is always cheaper than reactive repairs. Changing spark plugs, replacing belts, swapping filters, all boring routine tasks that cost a little up front. But ignore them, and they lead to blown engines, snapped timing belts, or clogged intakes that cost thousands. Think of preventive maintenance as your car's regular doctor checkups. You don't wait for a heart attack before visiting a doctor, right? Same logic here. Habit 9. Protect the undercarriage. Rust is the slow, silent killer of cars, especially in areas with snow, salt, or high humidity. Once rust eats away at your undercarriage frame or suspension mounts, your car's days are numbered. Washing your car regularly, especially the underside, is non-negotiable if you want longevity. A few extra bucks at the car wash to get the salt off can add years to your car's life. Habit 10. Drive longer distances. Occasionally, short trips are murder on engines. Why? Because the engine doesn't get hot enough to burn off condensation and fuel residue. That leads to sludge buildup and rust from the inside out. If you only use your car for short errands, make it a habit to take it for a longer drive, at least 20 to 30 minutes, every week or two. This lets the engine reach full operating temperature and burn away those harmful deposits. Habit 11. Keep it clean, inside and out. A dirty car isn't just an eyesore. Dirt, debris, and even food crumbs can cause hidden issues. Crumbs attract pests that chew wiring. Dirt on the paint leads to scratches, rust, and fading. A clean car ages better, holds its value longer, and keeps you motivated to care for it. It's psychology. When you respect your car's appearance, you're more likely to respect its maintenance too. Habit 12. Use quality parts and fluids. Cheap parts save money up front, but cost you in the long run. That bargain brake pad, it wears out in 10,000 miles instead of 40,000. That knockoff filter, it lets debris slip into your engine. If you're chasing 500,000 miles, don't cheap out on the essentials. Oil, filters, belts, spark plugs, and fluids. Stick with OEM, original equipment manufacturer, or high-quality aftermarket brands. Remember, quality now equals savings later. Habit 13. Follow the owner's manual, your car's Bible. Every car comes with an owner's manual, but 90% of drivers never read it. That little book tells you exactly what your car needs and when. Ignore it, and you're guessing with your car's future. The manufacturer built your car. They know its weak points and maintenance schedule better than anyone. Follow it religiously, and your car will thank you with decades of service. Bonus tip: keep records and stay consistent. Here's the insider move that most people overlook. Document everything. Keep a simple log of every oil change, filter replacement, and repair. Why? Because maintenance isn't just about doing the right things. It's about doing them consistently. When you have records, you never wonder, wait, did I change the transmission fluid 2 years ago or 3? You'll know. Plus, if you ever sell the car, a full maintenance history can increase its value dramatically. Consistency beats intensity every time. It's not about one big repair, it's about hundreds of small habits, done on time, every time. So, can your car really hit 500,000 miles? Absolutely, but it won't happen by accident. It happens because you build habits. Habits that treat your car like the long-term investment it is. Skip oil changes, ignore strange noises, and cheap out on parts? You'll be shopping for a new car way sooner than you planned. But build these 13 habits into your driving life, and you'll not only save tens of thousands of dollars, but you'll also have a car that people point at and say, wait, that thing is still running? If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure you hit that like button, share it with someone who needs a reality check about car care, and don't forget to subscribe for more tips to keep your ride strong, safe, and reliable. Here's to your car lasting longer than you ever thought possible. Drive safe, and I'll see you in the next one.